Welcome back to Phoenix Wright for All. Last time, we got into court and we met Franziska von Karma, the prosecutor for this case. Now, we're going to hear Gumshoe's testimony on the cause of death. Direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. Shot was fired from point-blank range. Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish off the victim after the stabbing. The victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Let's report that to the court record.
Well, that's good.
First up is the evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Cross-examination. Okay. First off, I want to look at that. I want to have a look at that.
Yeah, I would too.
Let me glance at this. That's just, okay.
That's just the map. You
Yeah.
want the actual...
Yeah, okay.
autopsy.
After being stabbed in the chest, you're shot forehead at point-blank range. You have to give it time, but whatever. Guess
Yeah,
it's
they
no
normally do.
Yeah, I guess it's the most important information. Anyway, I guess we'll start with that. Murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. A special one. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have...
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints. There were fingerprints. Along with the victims. The defendant, my FA, is also found in the grip, sir. The defendant's fingerprints were found left on the murder weapon. How much right in her hands there. Anyway. Point blank, huh? So about how far away was it? It's anywhere between 12 and 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. God, how many times is she gonna say fool?
I don't know. That's her thing. Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn.
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that's when it gets hot, pal. There are definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Shot to stabbed. Stabbed, and what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. Whose knife was it? Looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This doesn't not look good.
Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Let's go with that. Let's what was the wound? If an evidence more to the right would have hit the victim's heart. But they're stabbed like that, it's possible to fight back, let alone stand. That's why it makes Maya look like she stabbed him with intent to kill. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as can be. But one of the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinion of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point-blank range is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain. That's enough. We've clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought two murder weapons with me. I brought two murder weapons with me today. Very well. The corpse steps in the evidence. I got a pistol. And the knife.
It almost looks like there's like fruit on it or jam or something.
Well,
Yes?
you know, the dude was stabbed with it, so I'm pretty sure that's not jam.
Yeah. The date and the time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. So that's important.
Yeah.
Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. 2?
Both murder weapons on the defendant with... and the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. It does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
It is going from bad to worse. Assuming just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? In the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty. Spinning of this court, you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
Well, it's been like 16 at this point, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. Who's counting?
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Your change to justify your just defense, because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. It's a huge decision. Better think it through all the way. We can't. Like, we even got a chance to argue anything.
Yeah.
Not guilty. Please justified self-defense. It's basically confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed. She'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright. Defense will not change its plea. You'll accept nothing short of a complete acquittal.
God.
Turn her whip again.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective?
Yes, sir?
Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike.
Yes, sir. No, see here. Proceedings are run by... Eek. Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Testimony. Incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed the person who, let it out, was not fighting back.
How can they be sure of that?
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece of evidence strictly... Okay, hold on. This piece directly links my fate to the crime, sir. You see, it's cordyceps in evidence. Last costume added to the court record. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both the murder weapons and the blood spatter on her clothes. The situation get any worse?
Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me my full name. It's disturbing. Examination. Okay, where to start on this one? Actually, we'll stop here with the episode and we'll continue with Gumshoe's cross-examination next time. So, until then.